Welcome back to Insightful Gaming, where today, we're diving deep into a Warlock build that's nothing short of phenomenal. You're already acquainted with the mighty Well of Radiance, but get ready, because we're about to take it to the next level. With this build, you'll be unleashing Well of Radiance after Well of Radiance, turning even the most daunting challenges like Grandmaster into a walk in the park. Stay tuned as we meticulously break down the gear and mods that make this strategy a powerhouse. But first, a huge shout out to our sponsor and our amazing channel members. Your unwavering support is the backbone of this channel, and for that, I am eternally grateful. Now, let's talk about the crown jewel of this build, the exotic chess piece, Phoenix Protocol. Its exotic perk, Battle Hearth, is a game changer. Every time you land final blows or assists within your Well of Radiance, you're rewarded with super energy. This is the secret sauce that makes our build exceptionally potent. With Phoenix Protocol in our arsenal, we're unleashing supers non-stop, turning us into an unstoppable force. If you're loving this breakdown and eager for more, hit the thumbs up, drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more incredible gaming content. Let's get into it. Shifting gears, let's now turn our attention to the weapons at the heart of this phenomenal build. You're spoiled for choice when it comes to weaponry. On the legendary primary front, look out for a primary equipped with the incandescent perk. For those who prefer exotics, prepare to be delighted with options like Sunshot, Skyburner's Oath, Prometheus Lens, Polaris Lance, and the iconic Vex Mythoclast. Focusing on our heavy weapon selection, we're utilizing Dragon's Breath. This weapon boasts an exotic perk named Composite Propellant. This unique feature enables your rockets to embed in targets and periodically release incendiary fuel, applying scorch. An intriguing aspect of this weapon is that the longer it remains idle, the more fuel its next rocket will contain. This perk is exceptional. It allows you to fire a rocket, switch to your primary weapon, and when you return to the rocket launcher, you'll find a round already loaded in the chamber, ready for action. This functionality mirrors the effects of the Reconstruction perk, making Dragon's Breath not just powerful, but also highly efficient and convenient in combat scenarios. Now, let's talk about stats. Your primary focus should be on maxing out resilience to 100, ensuring a robust 30% reduction in damage taken. Following that, aim to get your discipline up to 100. Next up, let's talk about our damage rotation. Initiate your rotation by either launching a fusion grenade or setting down your healing rift, tailored to the situation you're facing. Follow this up with a swift melee strike. This combination isn't just about dealing damage, it's a strategic move to apply the scorch effect on your adversaries. And it's crucial to remember that your primary exotic weapon isn't just a part of your arsenal for its looks, it's a key player in stacking up those scorch effects. When an enemy is burdened with a full 100 scorch stacks, the result is explosive. They ignite, unleashing a significant solar detonation that can turn the tide of battle. As your foes are staggered by these relentless attacks, keep the pressure mounting. Wield your solar exotic primary with precision, ensuring a steady stream of eliminations. Thanks to your efficient rotation and Phoenix Protocol, your super energy is in a constant state of regeneration. Maintain your aggressive stance and keep deploying your Well of Radiance. More often than not, you'll find that as one super concludes, the next is already primed and ready. In essence, the rhythm of your gameplay revolves around utilizing fusion grenade and melee attacks to build up scorch stacks, triggering the devastating ignition, while in the meantime, keeping the enemy under pressure with your exotic primary. This approach establishes a dynamic and unstoppable cycle, where you're always prepared to unleash your super, wreaking continuous chaos on the battlefield. Now that we've covered the exotics, let's pivot to a detailed exploration of our abilities, aspects, and fragments, which form the backbone of this build. Leading the charge, as mentioned earlier, is the mighty Well of Radiance. Activating this super involves dramatically planting your sword, causing damage and afflicting nearby enemies with the scorch effect. The true splendor of Well of Radiance lies in its protective aura. Within its bounds, you and your teammates become virtually invincible, benefiting from intense healing that keeps you resilient even against the most formidable champions. For our grenade, the fusion grenade is the weapon of choice. In my experience, it's exceptionally effective, adhering to enemies, dealing significant damage, and applying a substantial scorch upon detonation. Then we have the healing rift, a unique boon for warlocks. Positioning yourself within it triggers a surge of healing, essential for maintaining your health at optimal levels. In terms of movement, Burst Glide is our go-to, although this can be adjusted based on personal preference. Our solar melee selection is Celestial Fire, which releases a trio of spiraling, explosive solar energies that scorch on contact. It's my personal favorite, but Incinerator Snap is also a viable alternative if that's more your style. Shifting focus to aspects, we are using Heat Rises. Next, we are using the Touch of Flame, supercharging your fusion grenades to detonate twice, effectively doubling their scorching capability. Diving into the fragments, each is carefully chosen to synergize with our exotic selection. Leading is Ember of Ashes, bolstering your ability to stack scorch effects. Following, we are using Ember of Combustion, increasing your super regeneration. Then, we are using Ember of Searing, rewarding you with melee energy and spawning a fire sprite upon defeating scorched enemies. These sprites play a critical role, refreshing your abilities. Finally, we are using the Ember of Singeing. This fragment ensures that scorching enemies speeds up your class ability recharge, perpetuating a cycle of healing for you and your allies. Building on our abilities, aspects, and fragments, which craft a playstyle both harmonious and devastating, let's shift focus to another critical element, optimizing our armor mods. These mods are designed to bolster our exotics, elevating them to their zenith. Starting with the helmet, we're implementing Dynamo, a strategic mod that reduces the super cooldown when you use your class ability near enemies. Considering the frequent use of our Healing Rift, this effectively translates to a faster super recharge. We're also incorporating Heavy Ammo Finder, an optional choice, but I find it invaluable for ensuring a steady supply of heavy ammo. Lastly, Harmonic Siphon is in play, generating orbs upon landing final blows with your solar exotic. Moving on to our gloves, Fire Power takes the stage. This mod generates an orb of power with grenade final blows, perfectly complementing our aggressive playstyle. Then, we have Bolstering Detonation, which is a boon for class ability energy whenever your grenade deals damage. Additionally, Grenade Kickstart is a must-have. When your grenade energy is depleted, it partially replenishes itself, consuming 1 armor charge in the process. But fret not, as our build is structured to generate ample armor charges. For the chest piece, the choice is yours for 2 defensive mods. For our third slot, we are using Charged Up, increasing your maximum armor charge stacks from 3 to 4. On the boots, we're using Innervation. This mod reduces your grenade cooldown each time you collect an orb of power. We're also incorporating Insulation, which cuts down your class ability cooldown with every orb pickup. Given our setup's efficiency in orb collection, this is a huge advantage. Elemental Charge is next, significantly boosting your chances of gaining an armor charge each time you collect a fire sprite. This becomes our primary method of accruing armor charges in this build. Finally, for our Warlock Bond, we're deploying the Bomber mod, which lessens your grenade cooldown whenever you activate your class ability. Also, Powerful Attraction is a game changer, automatically scooping up nearby orbs of power when you activate your class ability. And last but not least, the Reaper mod. Following your class ability use, your next final blow will spawn an orb of power, keeping your resources topped off and your offensive relentless. Alright, let's shift gears and check out the seasonal mods that are going to turbocharge your build into overpowered territory. First up, the first row. Here, just grab the anti-champion mods that sync up with this week's meta. Moving on to the second row, we're picking Kindling Trigger. This mod is like a spark to a flame. When you're radiant, your solar weapons start applying scorch to those not yet scorched enemies. In the third row, we are picking Flint Striker. With this mod, rapid solar weapon precision hits and killing blows grants you radiant buff. Next, we're adding Heart of the Flame, casting your solar super grants nearby allies radiant, and increases the damage of your super for each nearby ally. This is a must grab and it is very powerful. Finally, we have Wished into Being, giving you a way to spawn orbs of power when your super is nearly full. Now, the fourth row. We're going with Revitalizing Blast. Damage with the solar ability now weakens champions and bosses for a bit. Next, we have Overlord Rocket Launchers, giving you another way to deal with Overlord champions. Last but not least, the fifth row. Here, we're locking in Rays of Precision. While you're radiant, your solar precision final blows turn enemies into fireworks. They just ignite. And let me tell you, this season's solar mods are straight up fire. I hope this guide left you pumped and ready to dominate. If you loved this video and want more, don't be shy, drop a comment, smash that like button, and hit subscribe. Until we meet again, keep grinding and may the RNG gods be ever in your favor.